Yes, that's right. Now it's started. The Western media will create the new Hitler in Europe. Yes, Putin will become the next Hitler. I say this will be the Western media version Hitler because the Western media knows where they get roti from. That's why they need to promote Putin as a bad guy or as a new Hitler emerged in Europe. Putin will be victims on propaganda warfare in the West media. Just wait and see. After 9/11, the Western media was sleeping. Now they wake up after a long time. Now you will just see how the Western media promote Putin as a bad guy and the West are good one. And who are the West? US and the NATO are the West. And the Western will come to save the humanity from the new Hitler. But the reality is exactly opposite because we know wherever the Antichrist Dajjal are connected, the matter and the reality are exactly opposite to each other. Yes, that's right. If you look in the deep, you can penetrate the appearance to reach the original reality. To penetrate the reality and understand the present, you need two things. Number one, why they need war. Number two, the history of Cuba. Only then you will see the original picture. Because what happening in the present day, it's a part of the bigger picture. That's why you need to see the whole picture. Only then you will understand what is the reality and what is the appearance. Why they need war. Take a look.
I say this to you so that you would think, why does Israel want to rule the world? Answer, because Al-Masih al-Dajjal, in order for the Jews to accept his claim that he is indeed the true Messiah, he must rule the world from Jerusalem, from a state of Israel. Otherwise, nobody is going to believe him.
Quran also explained the exact time of the Great War or the Malhama because Prophet Muhammad said when Jerusalem in flourishing and Medina will be in desolation. That means Jerusalem will be in the headlines and Jerusalem will be in the world affairs. In the other hand, the old name of Medina is Yathrib will be in desolation. Then he said, look to the next event will be the Malhama. And only after the Malhama, Antichrist Dajjal will be born as a human being. Story of Cuba. Let's start from the beginning. In 1952, over a night, Nikita handed over Crimea to Ukraine, which is Russian. She didn't ask to Crimean people what they want, not even Russia. You can see Soviet Union playing game with the Western world and throwing dust on our eyes. But this post-Soviet Union Russia was crumbling when Soviet Union collapsed. Within a matter of time, Russia get more powerful than ever had, and this is happened in the God's will. Western world ruling over mankind more than 300 years now and changing regime all over the world so the world leaders can stand up and sit with the words of Western world. Actually, we called him Antichrist Dajjal, and this fellow changed the regime in particularly all over the Southern America and claims this is their Uncle Sam backyard. This is a geopolitical game between US and Russia. Ukraine is just the honey trap for the World War III. Antichrist Dajjal planning from 2014 to regime change in Ukraine, to bring Ukraine into the NATO. If Antichrist Dajjal takes Ukraine into NATO, it could be bad for Russia. This is not security option Russia could accept at all. So Russia put red line in Ukraine. This is our red line, whether you like it or not. This is Russia's decision, and Russia has the every right to defend his border. When Soviet Union wanted to put nuclear arms missile to Cuba, the US President John Kennedy administration decided to stop Soviet Union for the greatest security threat. Then why not Russia can do now? They not allow any ship of Soviet Union to reach Cuba without search by US government in 1962. Does Cuba has right to do what Cuba wants to do? That time US said, no, Cuba doesn't have the right to possess the great threat for the United States of America. This is the reminds for those who beating the drums for Ukraine. If the fools with capital F of NATO try to cross the Ukraine, they take mankind to World War III. Conclusion. Now you tell me, if US have the right to protect the regional security, the question is why not Russia? Let me know your opinion on the comment section.